I love African house snakes. I have a lot of African house snakes. Some might say too many African house snakes. As cute as these little buggers are, they are eating me out of house and home. Well guys, it's been a long weekend. I just got back from the Reptile Super Show in Pomona. That's Los Angeles, California, which, such a fun show. It was just a huge weekend. And probably the best part for me, I'm used to going to reptile shows and vending as reach out reptiles, which means super dwarf reticulated pythons. But this show was different. I didn't bring my booth, I didn't do any of that stuff. I flew out there and I met Warren Klein from Bushveld Reptiles to help him vend his baby African house snakes. Now the problem is my voice is gone, I'm exhausted. There's been a ton of stuff to just jump back into work this week, but sometimes you need to take a little step back and check out new baby snakes. We actually have 4 clutches hatching this morning and a bunch that hatched over the weekend. Let's take a look. Okay, Eric, I only see 3. You have one over there?
Yep.
Okay. Come on, babies. This is by far the best part of everyone's job. Wow, look at these. There's an albino in there. Let's look at the rest of these guys here. Aww. We have an albino blue eye bred to a regular blue eye. Crazy frog. Ooh, these are racerbacks. Oh yeah. A bunch of possets. Crazy striping in the pattern. Holy smokes. This is kind of like the creme de la creme. None other than Bushveld albino. You look around here and we've got like racks and racks and racks. The problem is this winter, and as it's been colder, and it has been cold here, that the mouse production of our breeder mouse colonies is way, way down. You saw how tiny these babies are. They need like a day-old pinky mouse so they can eat. They're generally really good eaters, and our suppliers have literally not been able to keep up with the number of mouths that we have to feed around here of those extra small pinkies, so we've resorted to breeding our own. Now that's falling short. So this has just been crazy. But I have an idea. Something that we're gonna have Erica try here in a minute, and cross your fingers for me. I hope this works, because if not, I mean, add this to these, to all of this, stacking up to be quite an issue.
Garrett gave me this nice formula, kind of like a science mixture like oobleck, where it's this powder from Missouri, and it's kind of like amphibian, carnivore kind of powder. We tried this before where we mixed it in with boiling hot water, put it in the fridge, cut it up, and no one liked it. So this year, we tried it with some type of tuna juice so that it had like a form of scenting like what I've done with hog noses in the past. So this is the premise of we're going to try our best to get someone to eat it. That way we don't need to rely on the pinkies that we don't have. House snakes are very big drop feeders. They don't typically eat off the tongs except for some of our adults. So we're going to try to take some of the ones here and we're going to drop it in to some of the bins over here. We typically just leave it in the front section where they can smell it and see it. And we do that for everybody. Check back in like a half hour to an hour to see if they ate it.
Nobody ate.
Nobody ate. Maybe we can try one of our holdback grow outs. One of our smaller females, our Tanzanian stripes, are quite small for house snakes. She's about full size. She in fact did strike and coil it. This stuff doesn't look very appetizing.
How much for you to eat it?
Is that a legitimate offer?
What would it cost? Depends on the price.
That's crazy. $20.
$20. Fresh piece, $20?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to owe you. I don't have any cash though. That looks like literal poop.
It does indeed.
$20. Would you do it? Is there a reason they're not eating it? I saw a gag.
Yeah, that tastes not.
Oh, I'm sorry already. Is it awful?
Yeah.
So you don't blame them?
I do not. $20 is $20.
There you have it, folks. Well, that was interesting. I was hoping just everything would just gobble that stuff up, but work in progress, I guess. Tell you what, why don't we do a deep dive into these guys and see exactly what's going on with them? Because they're awesome. So these are the surprise clutch where we had extra genetics in mom and dad, and we've repeated the results. So we should be getting blue eyes and hypos. And look at this. There's an albino in there. It's the same color I am, so I like it. Whoa. Little one, no paratrooping on day one. Whew, that was crazy. Gotta be ready with these things, man. Let's look at the rest of these guys here. Oh, we have an albino blue eye bred to a regular blue eyes. Looks like I got one egg yet to hatch, but the baby that's sitting there is just a straight blue eye. These things were named basically a blue eye leucistic because of the original, hey, the little feisty guy. The original wild caught one was basically like a white or like slightly gray snake with dark blue eyes. So they thought it was a leucistic, and I don't know, maybe it still is. But when the babies hatch out, they come out like this, like dark grayish purple. And then they continue to get brighter and brighter, becoming very, very purple. This is super cute. And then this one is 100% het albino. Crazy frog. Ooh, these are racerbacks. Oh yeah, a bunch of pos hets. So we need to. Mom here proved out het for something. Dad's kind of het for everything. But these look like T positive albinos. And if you look at this, they've got some crazy striping in the pattern. It's pretty exciting. Holy smokes. This is kind of like the creme de la creme. None other than bush-veiled albino. This is a new morph. Really hasn't got out there, but one of the fun things we did in LA with these was that we offered up a female on auction, and that's the first time they were really like publicly released. They look like popsicles or something. Especially that one. I can already tell that one's like in a little extra red and has some white sides on it. That thing's gonna be really cool as it grows up. These things turn like fire red. These little babies are super bright, but that's just the beginning. So besides these ones that just hatched, obviously we have a bunch of snakes right here that we gotta put away, but look at all these ones that hatched over the weekend. Here's another clutch of KZN T-positive albinos. Probably one of my favorite projects. What do we got in here? We've got... Ooh, this is another surprise clutch. So, hypos, blue eyes, and again, accidental albinos there. So I think we have an albino and a sunglow and a blue eye in there with a couple of normals. Almost hit on the 3-gene sunglow blue eye. That would be crazy. With these guys, albino and blue eye together is kind of like a snow. It does a very similar thing. Oh, here's a little clutch, but this is an important one. We're selectively breeding for like extra cute factor with big, like short noses and big buggy eyes. They start to show up as they grow. So this is something, definitely got to keep all these. So I don't know if you guys have known this or not, but we were doing the math while we were out in LA. I'm like 4 to 5 generations in breeding some of these bloodlines. And some of that's in conjunction with what Warren is doing or has done before I got them. But, oh man, this is a really high percent KZN albino, but looks like only one baby on there. Ooh, look at that cool pattern though. It's very speckly, very tight. That kind of happens on some of the real high percentage KZN crosses. So anyway, all these generations I've been breeding, producing, and hatching all of these babies. And when you look around me, there's still a couple more here. These ones, let's see, half siblings to that. Also high percent KZNs. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is a deep red little albino. And these ones are not bad either. Look. That one's got like giant anaconda pattern. That is so cool. And there's a super bright one. That almost looks like a stacked albino. It is a stacked albino. 2 albinos in one. Makes them like extra bright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was awesome to meet all of you in LA. If you were there, drop a comment below. Erica, baby snakes, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Baby snakes are amazing.
2 big thumbs up. That's all you can ask for. Catch you guys next time. What's your favorite?
What's my favorite out of those four?
Out of just, well, I don't know. There's some pretty stinking cool stuff over here. But yeah, what's your favorite? I guess out of all this.
Out of all of this, I like the blue IT eggs.
Definitely has those crystal eyes. What do you guys think?